Imagine a man who altered the course of economics with an idea. This man is none other than John Nash, a mathematician who won the Nobel Prize for Economics for his groundbreaking work in game theory. Born on a warm summer's day in June 1928 in the mountainous town of Bluefield, West Virginia, Nash's journey began in the most ordinary of circumstances, yet led to the extraordinary. His father, John Nash Sr., was a native of Texas and an electrical engineer by trade. After serving in France during the Great War, he found his calling in academia, lecturing at the University of Texas before joining the Appalachian Power Company. Nash's mother, Margaret Virginia Martin, known as Virginia, was an educated woman, having studied languages at Martha Washington College and West Virginia University. A school teacher for a decade, she met and married John Nash Sr. in the autumn of 1924. 4 years later, they welcomed their son, John Nash, into the world. Known affectionately as Johnny to his family, he was a solitary child, more inclined to lose himself in the pages of a book than to engage in the usual childhood games. While his sister Martha and her cousins engaged in hide-and-seek or football, Johnny was content with his toy airplanes and matchbox cars. His parents, recognizing his unique disposition, nurtured his intellectual curiosity. His father treated him like an adult, gifting him science books, while his mother took an active role in his education. But the world outside his family didn't quite understand Johnny. His teachers, unimpressed by his social skills, labeled him as backward. They couldn't see the genius that lay dormant within him, a genius that was sparked when he discovered his love for mathematics at the age of 14. In a world that couldn't quite understand him, Nash found solace in books and scientific experiments, setting the stage for a remarkable journey. As a child, Nash was not seen as a future Nobel laureate by his teachers. Instead, he was considered backward due to his lack of social skills. While his peers were engrossed in the usual childhood games, Nash found solace in solitude, his toy airplanes and matchbox cars. His interests leaned more towards books and scientific experiments, a stark contrast to the norm. This peculiar behavior did not escape the eyes of his teachers. Instead of recognizing the budding genius within him, they labeled him backward, focusing on his social inadequacies rather than his intellectual prowess. But was it really a lack of ability, or was it a lack of interest? It's easy to ponder in retrospect. Nash was perhaps simply bored at school, his mind seeking challenges and stimulation that the conventional education system failed to provide. His parents, John Nash Sr. and Virginia, however, saw something different in their son. They saw an unseen potential, a spark waiting to be kindled. They treated him like an adult, feeding his curiosity with science books instead of the usual coloring books. His mother, in particular, played a pivotal role in nurturing his intellectual growth, both through formal education and home teaching. Despite their understanding of his unique mind, they also recognized the importance of social skills. They encouraged him to participate in social activities, which he did not refuse, but saw as tedious distractions from his intellectual pursuits. Sports, dances, visits to relatives, they were all a far cry from the intriguing world of books and experiments that captivated Nash's mind. Nevertheless, it was this very indifference towards the mundane, this relentless pursuit of knowledge, that laid the foundation of Nash's remarkable journey. The world may have seen a socially awkward boy, but his parents saw a spark of brilliance, igniting a journey of discovery. They saw an unseen potential, a genius in the making. And that's the thing about potential. It's invisible to the eye, but visible to the heart. While the world saw a socially awkward boy, his parents saw a spark of brilliance, igniting a journey of discovery. At the tender age of 14, Nash discovered his passion that would later earn him a Nobel Prize: mathematics. As a young boy, Nash was already demonstrating a deep interest in scientific experiments, but it was the universe of numbers that truly captivated his mind. His intrigue was not solely in the calculations, but in the abstract concepts and theories that underlined the mathematical world. It was more about the beauty of patterns, the elegance of equations, and the endless possibilities that numbers presented. In his early teenage years, Nash stumbled upon a book titled Men of Mathematics by E.T. Bell. This book, a collection of stories about the lives of great mathematicians, opened a new horizon for him. It was an invitation into a world where mathematics was not just a subject, but a language of understanding and interpreting the universe. Each page turned was a step closer to finding his true calling. Now one may wonder, how did a book become a turning point in Nash's life? Well, Men of Mathematics was not just any book. It was a compilation of journeys, struggles, and triumphs of minds that had dared to delve into the world of numbers and equations. It was like a lighthouse for a young Nash, guiding him towards his passion. And so, Nash began to immerse himself in this newfound love for mathematics. He would spend hours lost in the complex world of numbers, equations, and theories. These were not tedious calculations for him, but exciting puzzles waiting to be solved. This passion for mathematics led him to venture beyond the school curriculum, exploring advanced concepts and theorems that would baffle even the most seasoned mathematicians. Nash's journey into the world of mathematics was not just a hobby or a pastime, but a defining moment in his life. It was like finding a treasure map, where each mathematical problem was a clue leading him closer to his ultimate destiny. Fascinated by numbers and their infinite possibilities, Nash embarked on a path that would forever change his life and the world of economics. Nash's passion for mathematics led him to make significant contributions to the field, culminating in a Nobel Prize for Economics. As Nash delved deeper into the world of numbers and equations, he began to uncover patterns and relationships that had long been overlooked. His unique perspective and approach to problem solving led him to develop groundbreaking theories that would revolutionize the field of economics. His work in game theory in particular transformed the way we understand strategic situations and decision-making processes. Nash's journey wasn't a smooth ride though. The path to recognition was paved with countless hours of research, rigorous mathematical proofs, and an unwavering commitment to his work. But it was his genius that shone through, his ability to see things differently, to connect dots that others couldn't even perceive, that set him apart. His work in game theory, which was initially met with skepticism, eventually proved to be a game changer. It was a radical departure from the conventional wisdom of the time, offering a new lens through which to view the complex interplay of decisions and outcomes. Nash's equilibrium concept, a cornerstone of game theory, provided a comprehensive framework to analyze strategic interactions, not just in economics, but in a vast array of fields like political science, biology, and even computer science. The recognition of his genius came when he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Economics in 1994. This significant accolade brought him into the limelight, cementing his place in the annals of history as one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. The introverted child who once preferred the company of books and experiments was now a celebrated figure, his genius recognized and revered worldwide. From an introverted child to a Nobel laureate, Nash's journey is a testament to the power of passion and persistence. The rise of this genius serves as a powerful reminder that with dedication and a love for what we do, we can truly make a difference in the world. It is indeed a tale of the triumph of the human spirit over the odds. Behind the genius of John Nash was a man who faced and overcame great personal struggles. His journey was one of brilliance, resilience, and an enduring will that took him through the darkest corners of his mind and back again. As a young boy, Nash was labeled as backward due to his lack of social skills. He was solitary and introverted, preferring the company of his books rather than other children. But his parents saw his potential and nurtured it, treating him like an adult and providing him with science books instead of coloring books. Yet, even they could not foresee the battles their son would have to fight. Nash's struggle with mental health became apparent as he grew older. He He was eventually diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, a condition that would challenge him for most of his adult life. This was a battle that would take him away from his work, his family, and the life he had built. It was a battle fought not on paper or in the realm of numbers, but within the confines of his own mind. But Nash was not one to back down from a challenge. Despite the immense difficulties, he never lost his passion for mathematics. His work in game theory continued to garner recognition, and his contributions to the field remain unparalleled to this day. In the film A Beautiful Mind, we get a glimpse into Nash's life and his struggle with mental illness. The movie paints a poignant picture of a man grappling with his own mind, yet never losing sight of his love for mathematics. It is a testament to Nash's resilience, his unwavering resolve, and his indefatigable spirit. In the face of adversity, Nash chose to persevere. He chose to fight not just for himself, but for his work, his passion, and the world of mathematics. And in doing so, he showed us that even the greatest of struggles can be overcome. John Nash, a man of extraordinary talent and resilience, continues to inspire us, proving that a beautiful mind can overcome even the greatest of challenges.